Hey, hey, what's up, Piedmont Metro? My name is Steven, and in this video, I'm going to show you three things you can do today to start bringing in more high quality jobs to your business. So, by the end of this video, if you can see that I have the technical know how to get you more high quality jobs, then shoot me back a message and we can chat. Or you can just take this information and implement it yourself, and that's fine as well. Now, I don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'm going to jump right into this. The three things I'm going to show you today are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your front page. Now, most business owners, they understand that content is important, but they're unsure of how much content or what type of content Google is looking for. So what I did first is I grabbed all your words on your front page here and I threw them in a word counter. And you currently have 989 words on your front page. Why is this important? Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on a front page, especially in your industry. This gives you plenty of opportunities to put in what we call buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases. And this is basically what people are searching for when they're searching for your services with an intent to buy. Now, I pulled up one of your main competitors in the Raleigh area, and that's this Jay's Heating and Cooling, and I plugged them into a tool that I subscribe to called Ahrefs. This tool basically gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google uses to rank websites. So in the past 30 days, jaysraleighvac.com was found for 89 keywords and they were clicked on 522 times because of that. Now, when I pull up your site in the past 30 days was found for 16 keywords and it was clicked on 7 times. And I know you have several service area pages like Raleigh and everything. So what I'm going to show you is relevant to all of them, but I'm using Raleigh, okay? You'd want to try to rank each one of those location pages, but we're just dealing with Raleigh right now. So let's go back to this tool, and this is Jay's Raleigh HVAC website. We can actually click on their keywords, and it'll show us what keywords they're being found for. So we want to pay attention to these ones with the locations behind them. So HVAC services is buyer intent, and then you want a location. Because if you have a buyer intent without a location, that opens up the search for nationwide and even global wide searches. So you could actually have like a site or somebody in Texas could be searching for HVAC services, and it like Google might pull up your website, and it does happen. So you'd want to go down and find all these buyer intent keywords. Jay's HVAC is a branded keyword, so people are searching for them for that. They already know who Jay's is, and that's why they're doing that. So these are the ones people are searching for that we want to put. So you want to go down this list and put all these on your website. But first, let's see what you're being found for. So we click on that 16 there, and these are all your keywords. So you have HVAC repair Durham, so that's good. You have some Durham ones in there. You have Wake Forest. But what I suggest is on each of your location pages, you put the key terms, and rank each of those for that location. That way you can actually start ranking in each location individually. But like I said, you want to come here for your Raleigh page, grab all these Raleigh keywords, and put them on your Raleigh page. And not only once, but you want to find out how many times they have this on their site. And you want to put each of those keywords on your site, but more. So the keywords they have on their site, like once, you put them on your site twice. They have the ones they have on twice, you put it on your site 3 times, so on and so forth. You do that, and you will dominate the content game in Google's eyes. So next thing I'd like to go over are citations. Now, when people are searching terms like this HVAC Raleigh NC, studies have shown by Google that around 45% of people that are searching for terms up here are going to be clicking in this section right here. This is called the map pack. And this has everything to do with your Google Business Profile. Now, most people, they think it's reviews that get them will get you ranked up here, and that's not the case. If that was the case, Raleigh Heating Air would not even be on the list. So it's not reviews and it's not pictures or anything like that. It's citations. So what is a citation? A citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. A directory is something like Angie, Yelp, White Pages, Yellow Pages. There's a ton of them, and I'm sure you guys already have quite a bit of them. But we've seen that it's the companies that have between 300 and 400 citations that usually dominate this section right here. Good news is that we have access to tools that actually will show us how many and what citations each of these businesses have. So we could literally go in and see what experts have and Air Experts has, and say they have 250. You go down the list, make sure you have all those, and you want at least 50 more. But I'd say 100 more, up to 400, to really blow them out of the water there. Now, underneath the map pack is Google's organic search results listing. In the number one spot here is the most clicked on spot on the page. This will get about 40% all by itself, whereas this splits up 45 in between all these in the map pack. This is 40% all itself. And the main driver here are backlinks. So what are backlinks? It's other relevant websites linking back to your website, and they work like online referrals. And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. So, for example, let's say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site linking back to you. That's what's actually going to push you up in the rankings. However, since you guys are an HVAC company, say you have like a site like Pizza Hut linking back to you. Even though Pizza Hut is very popular and gets a lot of traffic, it does you no good because you guys don't sell pizza. So Google's not going to push you up for HVAC services, if that makes sense. So I want to go ahead and revisit this tool that I was showing you with the keywords, and this is our competitor. And now I want to show you this section right here. This is the backlink profile section. And right now, your number one competitor has 327 active backlinks. So let's go to yours and see how many backlinks you have. 582. You have more than them. So there's a couple things. So it could be a keyword problem, but it could be a relevance problem, because it's not so much about the number you have, even though that does help. It's about relevance. And if you have too many non-relevant backlinks, it can actually hurt you in the rankings. So we'd want to go in here and dissect these. But for now, what you could do is, since we know success leaves clues, and it's the backlinks that's pushing up J's to the top, we can click on their backlink number here and look at their list of backlinks. And what you'd want to do is go down the list and match all these backlinks. These right here in the green, these are the sites they're getting links from. So you'd want to reach out to each of these sites and acquire backlinks for your site. If you did this all the way down the list, it would take some time, but you would match them. As long as you had the right keywords and the right content and these backlinks, you would end up battling for that number one spot. But what would put you over the top and really dominate that number one spot is if you were to go to this list and look at the top 3 to 5 businesses in here and do the same thing we just did and acquire backlinks from all them. It would take time, but you would eventually take over this number one spot and get all that traffic. And if you were to get all those citations, you would get the top of here too, and you would pretty much become the authority when it came to HVAC companies in the Raleigh-Durham area. So let's just recap what we went over today. First thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. The second thing is going to be citations. You want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to really dominate this section right here. And lastly is backlinks. meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in the area. Now, if you were to do this, if you were to implement all this correctly, you would be number one. It would take some time, but you would be number one. Now, like I said earlier, you can take this information and implement it yourself, and that's fine. Or you can book a discovery call with me and we can chat. Again, my name's Steven. I live right here in North Carolina, just outside of Fayetteville. You can just reply back to this email or you can call me at 910-551-2006. I hope this was educational for you and I showed you some things that you can implement yourself and start ranking above your competition. At the very least, I just ask that you give me a little bit of feedback and let me know how I did. But other than that, I hope you have a great day and I really appreciate your time. Take care. Bye bye.